Oh yeah, there it is. Happy day. Greetings. I thought I'd just play for a while and see what showed up. I prefer to be talking about stones tonight, um, or pleasant subjects. I'm really not interested in getting into a whole lot of stupid shit with a whole lot of stupid people. So we'll just get to playing for a little while and see what shows up. Put it so I can see the chat messages. Yeah, that's just totally not working. Not even without anybody hacking it. Reads off. Saxophones are very, very fussy instruments. Everything has to be just right or it squeaks and squawks a lot. Hello. How are you? The fellas tell me that you hi. Introduce yourself, please. I understand you've been speaking of me a little bit and favorably for a change for somebody associated with the kiwi farms. How are you this evening? Uh, I play sax and recorder and keyboard too, and some drums. I tuned into your channel because somebody said that you had mentioned me in the last 12 minutes of a video, happy birthday to a friend of yours or something. I was listening for it, but I didn't hear it. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there, where dude was screaming in the background a lot. That whole all that kind of discussion in reality is just not part of mine. Oh, I was wondering if you're trans. Cool. I was probably born pseudo hermaphroditic, but they messed with my stuff when I was little and made it go the wrong way. I understand you're associated with the kiwi farms. This is something that I just they're trying to destroy my life, and they just caused great harm to me and my client. They caused at least $100,000 worth of damage this week. I'm hoping that the 9 Friday at 2 p.m. That's not bloody likely. Not this week. That's, you know, it's the Friday's the last Friday of the gym show. Friday afternoon, I'm gonna be out there somewhere. But definitely another time. Definitely another time. But you know, that's my livelihood back there, and they're messing with it. And I need to do something this week. You know, this is the week that I should, you know, I should have. This is when I should be making like serious money that'll get me through most of the year. And it's not happening thanks to these guys. Oh, and here's an idiot. Let's see who wants to talk stupid nonsense with me now. Who's this? Hello.
Yeah, so you got kicked out of the gym show. You're going on Friday?
Excuse me?
That's how you got kicked out of the gym show. You're going to a Friday now?
It's all over town.
Oh, it's all over town? I didn't realize that. I just thought it was in one spot.
No, it's all over town.
Alright, well, I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for the warning. This weekend is the last weekend of the gem show. And I'll be glad to join you after the show. What would you want to talk about, though? So, you know, I don't want to talk about my past, my sordid past, which really wasn't all that sordid. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, I don't want to be bothered with the things that the Kiwi farmers are obsessed about. I'm a writer, I'm a musician, and I'm a lapidary artist. And these are the things I'm interested in. I'm transgender, and I'm worried about transgender rights. I'm a Hebrew Israelite who was educated by an anti-Zionist rabbi, and I'm concerned for the Zionist project in occupied Palestine. I'm a biochemist and zoologist, and I'm just a tribal person. You know, it's like, hey, industrial fascism versus egalitarian tribalism. You know, green versus the industrial way of life is where my head's at. And none of the shit I see being talked about by any of these people is of any relevance to me. I'm sick of it. I'm really sick of talking stupid shit with stupid people, and then being told I'm stupid by the stupid people. And they're gonna be commenting on this video saying, "Oh, Tommy was reading, and Tommy was ass blasted mad, and all this other happy short shit." I heard. I just haven't looked. I heard people are trying to tell me. I just haven't had time to go and look into it. I mean, are you safe with that guy that was screaming? I didn't understand Matt at all. I mean, was he yelling at you or was he yelling at your audience? I couldn't figure that one out. Let's see what Snow Queen has to say. The Snow Queen biography. Yes, I am Snow Queen, the Michelle Marie Delaney, they said it was pronounced. Now, is this just you for an hour and 43 minutes telling your story into the camera on your own, or were you, what's the story here?
Vuonna 1841 menin naimisiin James Hansen-nimisen miehen kanssa, joka muutti Montanaan pitämään karjatilansa. Olin liiton aikaan 15-vuotias. Olin älykäs ja hyvin selväsanainen ikäisekseni. Hoidin tilan kirjanpitoa samalla, kun kasvatin tytärtämme Abigailia. Vuonna 1846 James riitaantui naapurimme kanssa maasta.
Are we going to hear this? Does this turn to English ever? This is good. Well, I don't even know what language that is.
Kun James sanoi hyvää päivää, mies ampui hänet kuoliaaksi.
So this isn't you.
Yksi päähän, yksi sydämeen. Sitten hän päätti.
No, it says Michelle Marie Delaney documentary. It's you, but this intro section is like cows in a river and someone speaking a funny language.
Jäimme makaamaan kuolleina pelloille.
Take one. I feel like doing a lot of videos, and so, but today this is my fourth video for today. So, so we live in the age of technology, in the age where any information can be accessed in any place at any time. We also live in the age of not having any privacy. And while most of us would like to hang on to whatever privacy we think we have left,
I know a lot of people that just stay off the grid altogether.
Never used your teeth yet, so. This all started on B, an image board found on the website 4chan that allows any user to anonymously make a thread about any topic of their choosing. The one that I saw had included a thumbnail of the woman you're watching, I clicked the link attached to the post, and I went down a rabbit hole I will never be able to climb out of.
Getting it on. What's it taste?
The link was found on a break from work. It was a fluke. It was just meant to be. The link screamed, "Click me." The face screamed, "You're gonna want to see this."
I've got a bit of memory now, so if you have any search words, you can play back easier.
Women who post their pictures on Bee who become famous through the platform are often called Queen Bee. Did I find the next Queen Bee? Unfortunately not. But soon I'd learn I had found a queen.
That's, yeah, I guess it started in the English.
Found through the link was one I will never forget. The next Chris Chan, the failed exorcism hilarious live stream. Though over 45 minutes, I had to give this a shot.
It's in the mid-40s. I'm doing a lot better with Lumi's help together as a couple than I was by myself. That's important to remember, Reverend. Just because someone has two souls does not necessarily mean they're evil. There's a marriage, and it's a marriage that's very special. And there's a love between the two that is inseparable. And think of that. When you marry a man and woman in your time.
What did I stumble upon? Was this a skit? And if not, who's in on the joke? None of it made any sense. Clearly, I had no context to what I was watching. The channel owner recognized the similar voice that I did. Calling it, I found the next Chris Chan. I was curious to why this channel existed. So I reached out to the owner for a statement.
Late in 2015 that I found Michelle. I would YouTube surf from time to time. I've always been into the weirder side of YouTube, and I just so happened that day I happened to be surfing entitlement mentality and just watching people freak out about how they're owed stuff from the government.
For those of you who have done nothing wrong and have been there for helping, do not front of my anger. But I want to have to say it anyway outright, okay? I don't usually do a copper cap type of rant because I think that's a little excessive. But I'm going to say this right now because I am so fed up. I have been since July, and I confess my mistakes, and I apologize for my mistakes. I've done everything I could to fix my mistakes. I have asked you over and over again for money. I have asked you for your assistance. I had one person contact me and said, "Glenn, you should go get a goddamn job." And I told you in many videos this, what job? There isn't any job yet. The job hasn't been elected yet. Nobody else is creating jobs right now, okay? So there's no work. I have been asking for small favors. I said, everybody can give one.
Wow, I see what he means. She is begging for money, and that does not go over well on the internet. But who is she? I needed to put a name to this face.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Michelle Marie Delaney. Hello, Mary Tippy. It's Michelle Marie Delaney. It's Michelle Marie Delaney. Michelle Marie Delaney. She does Michelle Marie Delaney. Michelle Marie Delaney. It's Michelle Marie Delaney.
Michelle Marie Delaney. There it was, the start of every video. Hail and marry me. I didn't know what it meant, but I needed to see more. I also learned Michelle had a live call-in show on YouTube. As a prank call fan, I had to see it for myself. So I searched her name on YouTube to find her official channel. And there it was, Michelle Marie Delaney, with live streams scheduled for Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. For her next show, I couldn't resist making a call.
He really is brown. He's not red. British brown, actually. Go ahead, go on here.
Yeah, hi, this is Ted.
Was
I was given this number. I heard you were taking in stray cats. I have a couple stray cats I'd like to drop off at
I
your
can't
place.
take any more cats. I'm already in violation of my lease because I have 2 already. So I can't take any more than that.
Well, what am I supposed supposed to do with all these cats. I was given this number.
Feed them. That's all I can tell you, honestly. Dory's not even on here, guys. It's true. She's not. No.
Could I drop them off in about an hour, maybe?
Well,
An hour or two?
but what do you know? I can't take any of my cats in. So I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Could you take a dog, maybe?
No, I can't take dogs either.
Bearded dragon?
No, because like I said, my lease says I can't even have more than 2 cats. I got stuck with 4, but I'll hope to find a home for 2 of the cats, which is Rusty, not Rusty. Rusty, the capital R is my cat. Dusty is the little black and gray cat. And Torres, which is Rusty's other son.
I was curious to see if Michelle would bring up my call on her next show. I did not expect this.
Oh yeah, I got a call already. Go ahead, caller, I'm here.
Hi, this is Roger. I heard your ad on the radio.
Who? Stop calling me about cats. Okay? I'm gonna leave the phone off for a little bit so I can finish what I was sharing because I was trying to explain something. That ain't gonna work. I don't have a corporate number.
What's the corporate? I'm listening. What's your name, miss?
Michelle Maria Delaney, North American Snow Queen.
Okay,
and
well,
you-
Mrs. Delaney, I'm going to write that down because guess what? You're out of a job now.
Oh, I have a job playing because I own stuff myself.
Okay.
First of all, before I answer any more goddamn phone calls, I want to know who in that bloody hell is telling everybody that I'm taking cats in.
Oh, they pulled that shit on me today. Someone they're calling. They thought I was Wagon Tail's animal shelter.
Christ. Give me a fucking break over here, Christ.
I'm listening mainly. Yes. Michelle's sitting here in the chat.
With Port Oka Transports. I'm just calling to confirm the ship.
I am not taking any more cats. Goodbye.
I recognize the voice of that last caller as being the asshole that
You guys,
bothers me regularly.
Everybody. Every time you guys are ruining it for everybody. I didn't put any ads up about cats.
Well, your ad was up, so.
Okay. What a stupid clusterfuck. Non-blatos, por favor. Non-blatos, por favor. I'm not.
Copy.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it.
For 2 straight hours, every call Michelle received was about her house being a location for cat adoption. Now, I would like to put a disclaimer regarding the quality of Michelle's videos. You may have noticed the clips of her own videos are not of HD resolution. Michelle, as of 2019, has over 2,000 videos on her channel.
You're more prolific than me.
Able to provide
I'm
storage
basically
space
just like
for
talking to the
more
camera, blowing, and then come back and get it later.
information, find the
Yeah, I won't. I
portal.
refuse to like get involved in much of anything when all I got is the phone. I paid heavy dues to be able to watch the screen while I type.
Documents her whole life, every aspect that she can fit, she uses. Here she is bowling with friends, I'm assuming, family, I don't know. But I've never seen somebody bowl with a bowling ball that size.
Was it a little bowling ball?
Here you go. Probably you don't have any guarantee that your entitlements will continue.
This is Michelle's first video uploaded to YouTube. You quickly learn that she's on government benefits as she talks about entitlements extensively.
Let's just take a quick look at the interior of the soup kitchen.
Michelle also frequents a soup kitchen, eating breakfast and lunch, and spending most holidays there.
Says this over today.
My curiosity and fascination with her got the best of me, so I reached out through email to see if she would be open to a documentary project on her life. Her excitement was palpable for not ever meeting me or knowing anything about me. She was very open to the project, so we set up the dates and times that would work for us, and I embarked onto Winstead, Connecticut to meet Michelle. This is my phone camera because I do not have my camera set up, but there is the first Michelle sighting. She doesn't see me. She said honk when I see her. Look at that. That's Michelle. She looks different in person. Look at her finger in the camera. Watch. She said honk the horn. Behind you. How you doing, Michelle? I filmed you the whole way walking with my phone because the camera's not up. This will probably put up, say hello.
What's that?
I said, say hello.
Oh, how you doing?
Our first step was to get Michelle lunch at McDonald's, one of her favorite spots. For a small town such as Winstead, their McDonald's was pretty futuristic, with kiosks instead of people to order from.
Well, I'm gonna get myself a soda. Is that soda? Oh, peach drink. Oh, I like the back one. That. I'm not good at this. This is definitely not blind friendly.
We then made our way to East End Park for the ice cream social event. It took place conveniently across the street from her apartment. It was now time to mic up Michelle.
That's a great test for the Tiesto. Sibilant S's suck. Hello. When I speak, you should be seeing 100% modulation at full transmit. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
The Ice Cream Social is a charity event held in the community at East End Park. Free ice cream is served to all the patrons.
We'll watch the rest of that later. See what's cooking in here. I don't know. It varies, and I'm really not. When I'm surprised that we're not getting stormed with trolls. I'm not a he, Mr. Ziz is a Ziggy. I'm an intersex person. I'm kind of bigender, and my male aspect is no fun. I prefer that people relate to me as a she. Refer to me as her, please. I came across a new article. Well, I don't think it's all that new. It's from last March. On Medium, hunting for trolls on an anonymous forum. A dive into the moral ambiguity of a site that baits pedophiles by Johnny Freedom. There's an audio version of this story. Upgrade to listen. Well, I'll give this my own audio version. I need to switch to the other screen though for this. So we all have those friends who fail to learn the social graces requisite for participation in polite society. No, I don't say friends long. They can be quite funny in their way, especially in the eyes of people with no real connection to them. Online, their oddball characteristics are magnified, as is the attendant humor. Enter KiwiFarms.net, a forum whose anonymous users keep a running chronicle of such people's lives. If you are unfortunate enough to become one of Kiwi Farm's lol cows, you can expect to have every move you've made online screen capped and archived and exhaustively commented on. These trolls, or K farmers, will insinuate themselves into your social media life and find ways to trigger you into producing milk. That is, reactions they find amusing. You'll find many breeds of cow at kiwi farms: schizo cow, lol cow, career cow, drama cow, art cow, horror cow, cult cow, rat king, and more. Most cows attracted attention because of their outsized internet footprints and certain online behaviors that K farmers deemed to be sexually or psychologically deviant, while others seem to have been chosen because of some user's personal animus. The overwhelming majority are innocent people who have been less than circumspect online. However, a minority really are bad actors. For example, K farmers love to bait and dox pedophiles, even ones that aren't really pedophiles. Especially ones that aren't really pedophiles. I'll bet that 9 out of 10 people that Kiwi Farms calls pedophile aren't really a pedophile, like me. And this fact should complicate any fair moral analysis of the community. No, it doesn't, because they falsely label people pedophiles. But only a little. K farmers are wary of punishing their horror cows too zealously, lest the community turn on them for being overly moralistic or, in their parlance, moral fags. Now, how does the community feel about them attacking my livelihood the way they did this week? So that little gambit at the gem show cost me and my client well over $100,000 in lost sales. A brief history of the Kiwi Farms. Navigating the Gamaric Warren that is internet Chan culture is no outline of Kiwi Farms development in her thoughtful New York profile of the community, originally dedicated to the trolling and even IRL harassment of Christian Weston Chandler, their first and greatest lol cow. Kiwi Farms was created, or at least launched in its current form, by Joshua Connor Moon, a third-rate coder who trolls under the nom de guerre No. An Encyclopedia Dramatica page dedicated to all things Chris Chan was made after 4chan users discovered Chandler's homemade comic series, Sonichu, a rather depressing marriage of the Pokemon and Sonic the Hedgehog universes. For those unfamiliar with the Encyclopedia Dramatica, henceforth ED, just imagine the DC Comics Bizarro World version of Wikipedia. As Julian Dibble writes in Wired, ED is where the vast parallel universe of anonymous in-jokes, catchphrases, and obsessions is lovingly annotated, and where you will discover an elaborate trolling culture. Flamingly racist and misogynist content lurks throughout, all of it calculated to offend, along with links to eye-gougingly horrific images of mutilation, sexual perversity, and yes, kittens in blenders. Moon and others were dissatisfied by the ED page's lack of detail and launched their own wiki, CWCKI, pronounced Quickie, which exhaustively chronicled every move Chris Chan made online and off. The forums portion of CWCKI eventually migrated to a new platform, KiwiFarms.net, while the wiki itself is now housed at SonicShoe.com. Moon and his fellow travelers may be thought of as a sort of splinter faction of trolls for whom ED just wasn't intense or invasive enough. Well, let's see if we got any comments here. We'll take a break from that for a moment. See if I need to respond to anybody. Yeah, I have Google Hangouts. Let me get over there and do that. Well, I mean, let's go start a Hangout then. I just searched for you at Kiwi Farms and it came back empty, which means they don't have a thread on you. I guess you got to see me close up. I don't look that masculine in person. I have nice boobs. It's about half and half the way people read me. I'm intersex. You know, what can I say? I'm not doing a Caitlyn Jenner thing, but I had to live as a male all my life, and it was very difficult. It's just the way it is. But thanks for apologizing. Oh, don't. Yeah, don't. See, you get things like that. I just don't care about listening to my channel anywhere. I'm me. I'm doing my thing. If anybody finds it cool, if not, that's cool too. I really don't care. I'm trying to sell music and art. You know, my music and art online, and that's mainly what. And I'm I'm into I do political commentary. And that's me. I don't play any of these games. I don't want to play any of these games, and I certainly am not going to discuss things that occurred in my deep dark past that people are distorting. So, Mr. Tucson Stoner, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to respond to a person like you with comments like that. Where was I? Oh, we were going to Hangouts. Oh shit! I have way too many tabs open as usual. Okay, that was what we were reading. That we were done with. That's we need open. We don't need that open. We don't need that open. Don't need that open. Certainly don't need 2 Hotmails. Don't need any right now. My computer is not the newest, and it doesn't have a whole lot of physical memory. It's only got 4 gigabytes. Oh, this is what we want to. This is interesting. Mr. Metacore, Josh Medicine Sunday Fan Day with Kenny Jones in Ra's room and some others. It's a live stream somebody did about Null from Kiwi Farms. We'll leave that open. Probably should leave this open in case something new comes in. I really wanted to read this, but we'll put it away. Sexual inactivity among trans feminine persons, a Canadian respondent-driven sampling survey. Yeah, it's a real common one with that old sexual inactivity among transgender people. We don't need Facebook open right now either. That's it. It really hurt my feelings. Ferguson, I didn't like seeing that. Okay, we're back. I will. I will. I just right now I can't concentrate on something like that unless I have everything else shut down. Uh. Nothing going on there. Is this the Hangouts? No. Where's Hangouts? Come on, load the Hangouts. There we go. Oh, who in the hell are you? I don't think so, man. Um, okay, now how do I make a new invite? Shit. There we go. New conversation. And what was the name we are looking to put in here? Who, me? I know they're thanks. They're very blue. They have some gold. They're actually blue with some gold flecks. Hello, Joseph Strickland. There is a legal discussion starting. I really want to keep it off this channel. I'm very angry that the channel is even part that is even related to Kiwi Farms. They posted your penis. What were they doing? What were they doing with a picture of your penis? Oh no. But yeah, you're in the right place. Give me an email address and we'll start a hangout. I really don't want to have this discussion on this channel. I really want to be, getting the focus off of the Kiwi Farms bullshit and to my art. I'm sharing music and lapidary work and of my own and others, and that's what I want on this channel. Give me a Gmail address and we'll add you to the hangout. Okay, where was it? There we go. Okay, thanks. And you understand, we're gonna start a hangout with some people. I don't want it on my channel. There's really nothing to talk about with either one of them. Oh, that's not what I wanted to put there. Why did I have that? Where is this? Yep, Russ. Okay. Okay, now so there's an incoming call. Where am I supposed to answer this bitch? Where is it? I don't see it. Hello? Okay, it went away. I don't, happened there. It's getting no. Was it Gmail that you're at? Yeah, it's Gmail. It's not finding you at Gmail. Well, you probably shouldn't put the dick pic in public, but that's typical shit. Michelle, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm not finding you. I tried to send. Yep, that's her. They do have a thread on her, but it's just that's. It never went anywhere. There's just one post, and it never got discussed, and let's just not advertise it. They my post didn't get really discussed until the AMBs discovered it and sent an imposter in there to talk about me. Okay, I hear it wanting to. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's why I couldn't. I don't think I can do two at once, can I? I mean, if, how is this? If I initiate a call, is that going to bring you into this call? Oh, that's cool if it does do that. That's way to do that. Hi there. Hello, there's me. There's you. Are you behind that? Yep, there you is. How about that?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, now I know how to do. I better mute the main one, huh? I don't know what to do here to get the.
Just think, because that's why I'm here. How you doing?
I can still see me at YouTube.
Because you're still running on YouTube, because you're streaming on YouTube.
Right, but
if you look in the other window, you'll see that there's no that shows us, me and you talking to each other.
It can only hear you. It can't see you.
Because you're not on the right window.
No, I can see you now. I'm on the Hangout window, on the YouTube window.
Yeah, as long as you can see me.
Yeah,
you can see what's up in the little corner there.
Yeah, on the YouTube window, I can't see anything, but I can't see the chat here from this window.
Rescue chat is separate. They have their own chat for Hangouts
Mm,
versus the other chat. When you actually look in the little window on the corner, you'll see that there's an option to pull up a little tiny Hangout specific chat window. But
this Hangout, there's the chat window.
okay, I have it on here. See the far corner on the far left? You see like a little cartoon bubble?
Yeah, I got it. I found it.
Okay. I just was gonna tell you I was gonna let you initiate what you obviously figured out.
No, I found it. But I want to keep an eye on the
You're
chat.
still live on the other. You're still live on the other one too, so
Yeah.
people can still see us or see
They can
you,
still see
but they
me,
should be able to hear me.
and they will be able to hear you.
And then yeah, just turn it on in the place I can hear us.
But I
This one,
want,
I'm gonna look at the window running in the background so I can see the other chat window too.
I want to be able to see the.
Let's see. Okay, I saw you, Michelle, don't remember each other. Let's try calling you an alert. Styrofoam says, Boomer posting intensifies. I don't know what that means. Boomer posting intensifies. Does anybody understand what that means?
Yeah, some of our baby boomers, the millennials, learners for being old and stupid.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question about Kiwi Farms. Who created Kiwi Farms and what was the reason for existing?
I was reading that earlier from a Medium posting when I noticed that you were in the chatter. Joshua Connor Moon is the founder of Kiwi Farms. It's just a bunch of fetish, little youngsters, pimply faced punks living in their mother's basement, most of them, that have some serious fetishes and serious self-loathing problems, and they project their denial all over everybody, and project their own fantasies. They got me doing all the things they imagine themselves to do, or something. I don't know what it is, but the things that they project onto me are things that just are not things I even think about anybody doing. Much less myself.
It seems like their clientele that they have is not really. They're pretty similar to the bottom of YouTube or BOYT, but not necessarily the most respected. As far as I can see from the few that go from my YouTube show from them, they seem to have a bit of a clientele that's, as I said, it's definitely not much bigger than the bottom of YouTube groups. And I gotta make sure to hold my close to me because unfortunately I don't have the clip on right now.
I was reading, Joseph. I was reading from a Medium. Here, I'll get you the link. I'll give you the link. You guys. I was reading from it when Michelle showed up. Giving the history of it. Where'd it go? Come on, shit. Come on.
Okay, just get the other microphone around there, so I don't have to stare straight at this one. But anyway, the point is that so how long did you end up with $100,000 US in gems ending up in Kiwi Farms?
Oh, what happened was, this is my operation. It's real things. I cut designer cabochons, and I deal in small specimens for jeweling or energy work. I'm focusing on the collector, serious collectors, energy workers, jewelers, stone cutters on a tight budget, trying to get them the most desirable stone, natural, conflict-free, hand dug without ever being, hand quarried instead of blasted out of the side of a mountain. Which is, it ruins the stone for the healers, and it ruins the stone for the cutters. This is what I'm trying to cater to. And then the guy I was working with is El Paso Rock Shop, is the biggest dealer in Texas. This guy's selling shipping container loads. And
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is let me shrink the screen down small enough so I can actually watch this and the other chat at the same time. And that way we can both answer both chats simultaneously. Okay, there we go. So right now, Mr. or Joseph Strickland was talking about the site was handed to Josh Moon by Thomas Champion. And Joseph Strickland said because he saw the website was becoming too dirty and controversial.
Well, that's a completely different narrative than what was in that Medium article that was saying that Moon and them were put off by ED, that it didn't have enough fun and games, enough detail, and they created the CWCKI, the quickie about Christine Chandler, and then the Kiwi Farms grew from that, is what the Medium story is saying, and that he founded it. You know, that they were trolls. It's the broke. You know, the 4chan, the Chan guys didn't want anything to do with these idiots because we're such idiots, and ED wasn't satisfying their craving for Schadenfreude. It's really what I think it is. They're all a bunch of Schadenfreude junkies. They hate themselves so much they get a blast of pleasure from getting other people upset and causing them pain.
Okay. Now I'm just reading some of the notes here. Said by Joseph Strickland. He said, Miss Webb said first, haha, that's why I would have thought have handed it off because it was too autistic. Joseph Strickland says CWKI forums was created from the CWCKI groups as far as Chris Chan. Joseph Strickland says Ed wasn't even involved with CWCKI forums. Okay, I don't know anything about that. But when you say Ed, obviously that means his first name is Edward. I don't think you mean erectile dysfunction. I don't think. I'm just the way expecting capital.
Encyclopedia Dramatica.
So that's really kind of interesting. But okay, so now let's talk about the Chris Chan thing. I do know a little bit about Chris Chan, but how did a single individual start all of the things that was becoming a major part of Kiwi Farms? And second of all, is related to that, even though I think they're not related directly, to 4chan, 8chan, 16chan, 32chan, 64chan. I think there's only the first two, the official ones. I don't know about the other ones. I guess that could be another question. What makes Chris Chan, Christine, whoever, Chandler, so important to have created a major deal for Kiwi Farms? Cat, you stepping on my controls again? No. All of a sudden you went silent. Can you stay here?
For years.
Okay, my cat stepped on my knobs. Okay, so
it's legal in Arizona, and they don't give a shit about smoking in my home. I don't have a card. I should, but I don't because I can't afford it. And as long as I don't smoke outdoors, I'm okay. Goodbye, Clarence. I'm not gay. I'm a man. I don't know how the hell they do this. They got my controls fucked out. I can't block or delete anything. I don't even know. I tried to ask the help center, and it didn't have any answers.
yeah.
Can't get a human with YouTube. They've been pirating my videos and altering them and redistributing them, and dozens of people have complained about it, and I've never gotten an answer, and neither has anybody else. You know, all the social networks, they're all harboring it everywhere, and they're discriminating in favor of the stalkers over their targets, especially targets like myself who happen to be dissident activists. But I haven't even had my new. I don't think I've been there a week with my new account at Twitter, and they've already got a shadow ban because I'm so critical of Zionism. They don't want people finding that shit.
Yeah. So anyway, for some of you guys who are my regulars on my channels, because a couple of my regulars on here watching, please don't forget to subscribe to his channel. And of course, if you're a regular on his channel and subscribe to my channel, please do so. I will send you a link to that. And then, of course, if you just dropped in to say hello, subscribe to both channels. So let me type my channel link in the chat real quick before my cat steps on the keyboard again. Hold on a second here.
So have you got a stream? You got a main stream going and this side hangout between us? Is that what's happening?
What's that?
I say, have you got like a stream going like I do, and then this hangout on the side?
You know what? If you do Google Hangouts on air, you could actually combine the two together. Right now, because you started out as a live stream, and then we did the Hangouts later. If you later on or another day, you want to do Google Hangouts on air, and then you can actually invite people into the Hangouts too.
And then just share it out through, and then it'll stream out through my YouTube channel too, yeah?
That's what I do. I use a little fancier program, but you can just use Google Hangouts on air. You just go to your live streaming tab, or you can use, I would just go into your control, your YouTube studio underneath YouTube, underneath your Facebook gear, which says you create go into Creator Studio. And you'll see on the left side, you'll see things like live streaming and things like that. So you would do is you would just, well, actually, you don't have to do anything fancy. Actually, I'm going to go a little more complicated. Just go to YouTube, okay? And then, oh no, if you only do Google Hangouts on air, you do have to do a little more complicated. Okay, but here's what you do. You go to live streaming, you go create a stream, and your choices are custom and expressed using Google Hangouts on air. Just use Google Hangouts on air, and then just like the other one, you give a description of the or discussion of the title, and then automatically it'll fire up Google Hangouts on air, and it'll be ready to start. There's lots of demonstration videos explaining how to do it. It's really easy for people who are just starting out.
Okay. We'll give it a try.
Okay. Image-based confining anything is laughable. I'm just reading the text. You can't. Any community here that says anybody is really not worth hosting. I don't care if it's a trans woman, trans man, hermaphrodite. I'm a hermaphrodite. It's a difference. I am not a trans person, but I do respect the trans community, and I respect, of course, the hermaphrodite/intersex community. But I'm a natural hermaphrodite, and that's who I am. Like I say, like the Hebrew national hot dogs, no additives, colors, flavors, or preservatives, because I abide by higher authority. And that's me. Rigor Mortis is sitting in on Tommy. I don't know about that. He's got cute eyes.
I'm not a he, please, Michelle.
Yeah, you got a cute eye. Yeah, cute gray eyes. I see your eyes.
I'm not
They're cute.
Michelle, please do not refer to me as he.
Okay. Do you prefer he or she for a pronoun?
Don't want to be even thought of as male at all. Thank you.
Okay. Because obviously I'm considered female. I don't know anything which pronouns you prefer.
I
I will do my best not to make mistakes.
am not male.
Because your first name is Tommy,
I'm
and
sorry.
then your second name is Jane, Jayne, which is a female name, and then
Right.
obviously your last name.
It's the female spelling of Tommy, and my I'm not male, and
Okay.
I just, you know, you can see what these people are doing with it.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure I get it right.
I'm
Because
Tommy Jane,
I don't know.
and I'm Miss Jane is what some people call me. You know, do I need to sit here and stick my boob out?
It's very different
Makes-
for some people to get used to some of the stuff we hear with pronouns, and that's the reason
well,
I was just trying to say we're making that mistake and calling people the wrong pronoun. Because I heard you say something that you were a
RH30. Hi, thanks for putting this together. We're working on getting Kiwi Farm.
By the way, the documentary
Oh,
is
wait a
on your
minute. No,
it's on your chat right now. Our 11H30 is in chat right now.
Yeah, well, meet Israel. Israel is a representative of the organization that is orchestrating the harassment of me. And he's saying that I'm talking to a Kiwi agent. That you're a target. You're not a member of the Kiwi Farms. She's not a member. She's not enrolled at the place. There's one post about her there, and that's it. Did you have a thread taken down, Michelle?
What's that?
Israel is claiming you had a thread taken down from there.
I was just typing up for 11H30. He's in your chat right now. I don't know if he wants to be part of the Hangouts. I can bring him into Hangouts if you want.
A little bit earlier, we did. Out on the wires, asking me a question about talking about the crazy cat shelter thing. Oh, Michelle is deaf. Did you get a thread taken down? How deaf?
No.
How deaf are you, Michelle? Do I need to yell? Can you hear me all right,
Hangouts.
Michelle?
What's that?
They're telling me. No, I'm not vegan. They're telling me that you're kind of deaf. Are you hearing me okay?
Yes, I am to some extent. I was just trying to type something in your chat.
Okay, well, they're saying you have a thread that you got taken down.
By who? Who supposedly?
Oh, that was this was just this was one post that was about you at Kiwi Farms.
Oh, no, I never actually was on Kiwi Farms to get it taken out. I never actually I never finished subscribing to it. So I didn't ask anybody to take anything down. It's just gave up trying to sign in because of their policy, and I decided not to get involved with it.
Okay. I don't know why they took it down. Maybe they decided
it wasn't.
It never went anywhere.
Yeah.
It never went anywhere. There were never any comments to it, and they just it was posted June 21st of 2018. So it was just posted last June, and it never did anything.
Let me ask you a question, Tommy. How much last time you had 10 people watching you in a live stream?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. There were.
Oh, you got 10 people watching you live right now.
Oh boy, Whoopi. I could care less. I really. Hello, Lumi.
I know. It's almost as good as chocolate ice cream, isn't it?
Yeah, right. What do I care? Weren't there almost 20 this morning? Are you
Oh, wait a minute. So you guys want me to too? Listen, let me finish on the other half. Yeah, this is let me. I was thinking of normally join in chat. Michelle, you gotta clip this microphone cord to your clothes, so you're gonna ruin the wire. I know. For right now, just keep it on my lap since I didn't expect I was gonna be doing a live stream again tonight. It's because I shared the same body with Michelle. If you watch the documentary, you would know that.
Show messages.
This body's designed for two souls. There's two souls in the body.
I don't see anything else in this chat.
Okay, let's make it easy. I'm gonna raise my hand. This is Lemmy. Let's gonna raise my hand. This is Michelle. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
so you're.
I'm on the left side of the brain. Lemmy's on the right side of the brain.
You're Lou. I see.
So again, let me say again. This is Lemmy's hand. All right. And this is my hand over here.
Okay.
Okay. Confusing. I know. Don't worry about it. So anyway, I got a notification about you and on my Discord, and that's how I came here.
Uh-huh.
As I was doing earlier, I put in the chat, I'm a North American sniffling. That's what the whole documentary is about what I do and the winter weather sorceress and everything.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't do any kind of how you say ceremonies, incantations, any kind of I don't do any, I follow. I call myself an unorthodox Jew. I light my Sabbath candles, and I smudge with sage, with Hebrew prayers, and that's really about it. I'll read the Hebrew prayers when I'm, especially when somebody dies. I'll say Kaddish for them, and when I eat, I give thanks to the way that my ancestors always have, and I really need to start doing what's called the Birkat Hamazon again, which is the grace after meals. Jews.
H30 said that he would love to have you on his chat, and he would like you to join him. 11H30, would you like to be willing to tell Tommy how we can contact you? Besides just subscribe to your channel, certainly one way.
Michelle, if you continue to refer to me as he, I'm just going to disappear and stay away. I'm not a him.
Okay. Okay, you wrong. Apologize for that.
I'm not a Mr. Tudor. It's Ms. Tudor. I don't do magic. There's one. I have no room in my life for people that can't. Yeah, it's best.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no room in my life for people that misgender me. I'm either Tommy, she, or they. I am not a him. I'm not Tom.
Okay, I will do my best to remember that. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to misgender you.
No, I understand it can be difficult because I am clearly by gender, but half the people who see me up front see a male, and the other half see female. But I mean, physically, I'm half and half. But mentally, I really can't. I can't tolerate myself and my male aspect. I can't let it out. It's very difficult for me to be Tom for any length of time.
Would you like to be willing to arrange to have a meetup between me and R11H30, maybe on his channel sometime?
They were trying to adopt animals from me all morning.
Sorry for blooping me.
No, I understand. No, I understand that. I mean, I understand that people are not going to automatically see me as female. I understand that my voice is too deep and my shape is all wrong. But I am an
So it's your computer that's blooping, is it?
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't mine. That was somebody else's computer was blooping.
Well, right now, I think you just broke your record, Tommy. You just hit 11 watchers.
No, I had 18 or 19 this morning. I've had more watchers. I had something.
Can we get it to 25, 30 guys?
I don't. let's get a couple hundred stone buyers in here. You know, or I need to sell some stone. I really needed to make a couple $1,000 this week so that I could get a vehicle. And these people invaded my life and just pulled the plug on my livelihood this week. Yeah, that's the way it should be out on the wire. You know, we're in a different time. Not, you know, the binary has been shown, the strict gender binary has been shown to be invalid and proven to be invalid by current medical research has proven that sex is not hardwired to gender, that gender expresses on a spectrum, both emotionally and physically, and some people are cross-wired between their sex and their gender. Simple as that. And there's absolutely no rational reason to be vilifying and stigmatizing trans feminine males or trans masculine females. It's just totally wrong. Somebody says they're female and they look male to you, you need to shut up and short circuit the reflex pathway between your automatic identifier in your head that you've been conditioned to believe and
I agree with you. One of the things that you may be surprised when you watch the documentary is that you gals actually helped open the door for the hermaphrodites, because for a long time the hermaphrodites were the most smallest subgroup in the closet, and we really didn't get any recognition at all. People used to mistakenly think we were transsexuals or transvestites, and your group helped open the door for us to finally come out of the closet and finally be public of who we are. The medical condition.
It's changed dramatically.
Well, I'm a hermaphrodite. There's no sex change involved here. It's just the way we are.
See, they all it's changed dramatically since 1995 or so. There was a terrific clash over whether homosexuality and the transgender condition were mental illnesses or not. You know, there's no path, a big fight over, one faction saying that to be homosexual or to be transgender is a mental illness, and the others is no, this is a perfectly natural accident of birth, and that it wasn't a mental illness, that behavioral health dysfunction in homosexuals and transgender people was almost always connected to side stresses from rejection by their family and their neighbors, more than the actual condition of being homosexual or being transgender. That's not mentally ill. The mental illness arises when you're not allowed to be yourself. I mean, I had horrible rage problems when I was younger. I just don't Joseph, just don't pay any attention to the trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Okay? Just ignore them. Don't even respond to them.
But you know, the thing is, you're talking about homosexuality and transgender. I know
Sam.
that a lot of people, especially when you used to watch shows in the 80s or movies in the 80s, such as Tootsie
Yes.
and Victor Victoria and things like that, and there was a lot of people who were getting cross-dressers mixed up with hermaphrodite, with transgender. But the truth of the matter is like, for example, I'm hermaphrodite, which is different, but I am a woman and I'm a lesbian. And yet you would think, oh, okay, since Michelle is a woman, and maybe she should be interested in guys. And that's not the case, because we just had an experience yesterday with a male friend basically flipped out, scared the hell out of everybody on my channel in the live stream. Police almost got called because it almost became a domestic dispute case, and he was just visiting the show. And so it's just the men actually intimidate me, and that's the reason why I kind of back away from them. But even so, there are some transgender, for example, there are some transgender, for example, that are not cisgender, but are interested in the opposite sex. Or if they're a trans woman, they're interested in men. If they're a trans man, they're interested in women. So it doesn't really matter. Some are actually polymorphous, and some of them are bisexual.
Let me have a moment here, Michelle. Sex and gender are, sexual preferences and gender are not tied to each other either. Just because a person is transgender doesn't, it's an array. You have heterosexual transgender people, and you have homosexual transgender people. You have bisexual transgender people. You have asexual transgender people. It's gender identity is something completely separate from sexual preferences. They're not linked at all.
Right, and I think the reason why people think they were linked, I got an itchy ear, was because a lot of people didn't really understand that there was a difference between the two.
They're programmed with this this strict gender binary. Men are men and women are women, and men are supposed to be doing thus and such, and women are supposed to be doing thus and such, and men are supposed to dress this way, and women are supposed to dress that way, and men are supposed to look at their fingernails like that, and women look at their fingernails like that, and all sorts of stupid shit. And that's just what's breaking down, is that here I was at 4 being told, no, girls don't have penises and boys only cry when they bleed. And if you need something to cry about, just don't keep crying and I'll be glad to beat the crap out of you. And so, here I had to adapt to expectations that were completely unnatural to me. I had to train myself not to touch myself like a girl would, not to sit like a girl would, not to walk like a girl would. I actually had to walk pigeon-toed for months when I was a freshman in high school to get the sway out of my walk, so that the bullies didn't sneak up behind.
We're protected with an amusement park ride that was associated with her late husband. Like me and Wilmy, for example, we're twin souled, and yet we are living in the same physical body together, but yet we are literally married to each other. Yeah, we're married. We're married together. We've been married since 2011. Yes. And so, at the same time, there's a lot of things that people come up with all kinds of sexual or gender or sex terms, like having to do with 64 of them, 63, 64 different classifications people consider their genders in the world today. Not even talking about physical, sexual preferences. I lost track of all 63 of them, but there's a list somewhere up there of all the people, different ways people. Hermaphrodite, female. Wilmy is a masculine spirit. I'm a feminine spirit. Body together. This body has both masculine and female parts, which kind of fits because she's a masculine soul and I'm a female soul. So it's kind of like a perfect compromise. But it's designed away from the factory on Beltane of 2011.
The Wagon Tails Animal Shelter's asking about transgender animals, and I'm putting some links into the chat right now.
Yeah.
And there's something like 1,500 species. Hello, Israel. There's something like 1,500 species that engage in homosexual activity. Mayans, for instance, are known to form homosexual pair bonds, both females and males. Thank you, Mr. Suzuki. No, I haven't. She's like you say, she's blind and doesn't hear well, and I understand that my name isn't a real feminine name, and my voice isn't a real feminine voice, and I don't want females to some people, but I'm okay. I'm happy with what I am here now. How my life is moving for the most part. It's annoying to have people trying to harm you, but hopefully the police have taken note that something's really happening that is beyond my control and is a crime. No, I can see that. I can feel that. I can hear that. And I really appreciate you all introducing us. And yeah, I do feel good about us being able to share a lot of truth about LGBT, the LGBTQ reality from inside ourselves. What is that queer person looking at? How does the world look to a queer person, and how do we cope with ourselves, and neither one of us is a fashion beauty queen, and we're really much more typical of the broader community than the more visible spokespeople.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Have you, because of your situation, let's see if there's some similarities between us and your situation. Have you ever had a hard time at the doctor's appointment when going for physical?
No.
And finding that some doctors look at you like you're an alien?
No, not at all. My physique was not so anomalous. I mean, it was anomalous enough when I was little that they carved on me. But that was a friend of my father that did the surgery.
This is not Sissy Gal.
They left me with a pretty normal looking penis, and my physique has always been pretty feminine, but not that, not outrageously so like some Kleinfelders will express. I always had like little B cups, but not really large nipples, and I always had little handles at my hips.
Yeah.
And I always had pretty.
So basically, it's just like me in a sense, where some doctors may have a hard time kind of determining what classification to put you in. Because, like, my medical doctor, the current one I'm working with now, respects me because he knows that I am genuine. I'm a true, genuine hermaphrodite / intersex. But some doctors are like, you're kidding me, right? And those doctors don't stay in my employ very long because they're not willing to help me with doing the proper lab work as necessary for my health. Because my biology is different. I have I have to be very careful which medications I take because some medications do nothing at all but just cost me a lot of money. Because I have a defective thyroid and I have a partially defective liver from a congenital condition.
I just stopped taking something because when I ran out of it, it didn't really change. What was happening was something she gave me for prostate and urine flow, and I ran out of it for a week or two before they got the refill together, and it was like, well, not really doing anything. It didn't change anything when I ran out, and I really haven't been having problems with the urine flow lately. I mean, except that I'm peeing too much, and that's apparently from the spironolactone. Will get you to peeing too much. They just added, you know, I started HRT on April 28th, 2015, and they just and really physically it wasn't doing much of anything. This is the way I've always looked. I mean, except I was in better shape when I was younger. Because they're saying that helps your boobs, and sure enough, once they sure perked up, and the nipples got a little bit bigger. But straight along, let me just finish real quick about the HRT. The mental health benefit was obvious in the first couple of weeks. You know, the rage and the anxiety and panic attacks. I haven't even come close to a manic episode since I've been on it. So go ahead now.
All right. Well, the next question is what did you think of the latest Old Spice body wash for men commercial? I'm asking this because I watched it, I loved it, I thought it was funny. But I thought it was also very important because I noticed that Old Spice has been really hard trying to promote body washes to men, and I wonder what you thought about that. Do you think that's something that men should be encouraged to use more of as body wash?
I haven't had television since 2004. I haven't seen the commercial. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
It's the latest commercial series is really cute. You gotta watch it.
I don't have a television. This is it. This is my accent. I don't have a TV. You see a TV anywhere? I got no TV. You send me the link and I'll watch it that way. Okay, hi Samuel Collingwood Smith. Now I'm wondering here. Who's Samantha? Okay. Who's Samantha Smith? I think she was here earlier. We're just bringing them all out tonight, aren't we? Where's the big timers? You know, let's see what,
I don't know if Tommy wants a TV because then she would have to pay for a TV license to cable TV or
I don't need a TV. If I wanted a TV,
we want to spend that kind of money.
If I wanted a TV, I'd just open up my computer and put a TV tuner in it, and I'd have a TV. But I don't want to.
I got a TV too, but I'm not going to pay no TV license. There's no freaking cable company.
Yeah, well,
and I can't put an aerial on the roof, so that's not going to happen.
I have wireless internet. If I put a TV tuner card in there, I'm going to be able to pull down anything that is
People pieces in chat. Hello, people peace. How you doing?
I'll be able to pull anything that isn't scrambled for pay-per-view out of the air with a TV tuner and my dish. This is a hot spot here. This is a ground station. I got my own antenna on the roof, and I got, you know, it's not the newest machine, and it doesn't have a lot of physical memory, but it's a good one. It's a Hewlett Packard, one of those small.
People want you to give me a quick 411. Let me just explain who this is. This is a trans woman, and her name is Tommy Jane Tudor. Okay, this is her channel, not my channel. I kind of jumped in. I was the first one on here. It was originally she was going to talk about Kiwi Farms, and I invited all my crowd to join us because I figured it'd be more exciting to have somebody else have in the camera instead
I thought
of me.
Samantha was you.
Hang on.
Let me tune into Sam Smith here. There's somebody named Samantha Smith that claims to be you in transition. What's going on, Sam? I thought you were the two in the same. Samantha Smith and you were the same person. Yeah, well, right. That's exactly why I quit with the TV out on the wire. I traded everything in on the internet in 1999. There was no point. And then by about 2004, I found myself like only watching stuff like The Simpsons and King of the Hill on television. I was getting all my news off the internet, and all my music off the internet.
My cat. I gotta make a quick word to the ladies room, so just
Oh, hi, Ross.
I'll be right back. Hey, cool.
Oh no, and I'm not a witch. I'm a Melchizedek priestess by birth. I'm born to the clan Kohen for the clan Gershon. My ancestors are Jesus and Moses. I'm Moses and Aaron, his children. My favorite King of the Hill character, the goofy skinny friend, the whatever his name was, the one with the glasses, the skinny dude. He was hilarious. He cracked me up all the time.
We're dusty. All right.
I gotta quit smoking inside. It's just too cold out. I don't want to go. I'm only wearing a skirt. I don't have anything on server number in the server. Oh well, here. Let's put it back out here because this is what I'm trying to do is my stance on taking photographs of kids at public events. Is that the accusation that you people are laying on me is ridiculous. I had a camera at a public event, a couple of kids out of 100 pictures. This is just, they were there. So what? Fuck you, whoever the fuck you are. So goodbye. That's the last I'm going to speak to you, asshole. I take pictures of whatever looks interesting. No, Tommy is not a pedophile. Tommy is being falsely accused of being a pedophile by these people. Tommy hasn't had sex with hardly anybody in many, many years. And the only sexual relations I have had in the last 20 years was with a trans man. So fuck off with all that shit. All of you.
Okay,
No, I'm not gonna tell you anything. If I had the controls, I'd block you both right now. Well, that's usually what it is. We've seen a direct relationship between the intensity of a person's anti-pedophilia or anti-LGBT rhetoric. That there's a direct, that they're the more fervent they are about it, the more likely that they are going to get busted. Israel, I don't give a fuck what you think I should or should not do, who I should or should not hang out with. Oh, no problem. Just understand that you need to not listen to things that people say about other people, because 9 times out of 10 they're not true. Especially on the internet. Probably more like 999 times out of 1,000. There's a lot of people willing to defend me, starting with the Tucson Police Department. And let me get that info that I shared with Ross and his server. Well, when I speak about myself, yeah, that's who, you don't pay any attention to anything anybody says about somebody else. You listen to what they say about themselves and make your judgment from that, not what somebody's telling you about them. That's ridiculous. Okay, I thought you have to be invited.
Okay. At the Tucson Police Department now.
I doubt if they have anything up on their site about this. There's a Discord server where we're just, this is the Discord server for
Right now, people, peace. It's not my channel to go ahead and interrupt the host or hostess in this case, who's actually doing the talking.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. Because I've got a lot of
comments quietly, because I'm just a passive observer for the most part.
Okay, I've got a lot of people here now that are in Israel is a member of
Yo. Yeah, what's going on? What? Dude, dude, fucking. You don't fucking want. I'm sick of this fucking shit.
What's going on?
Dude, Bray is the one that fucking started all these fucking allegations. A fucking cunt.
Wait, I've heard just rumors and whatnot. I wasn't there to witness it. I'm just gonna question you now, Ross. What happened? Just tell the truth. I'm not accusing you or anything. I'm not gonna ask you what you did. Just tell me what.
Don't do this. Don't act like this whole fake ass fucking psychology shit. All right? Because like,
I'm just saying, like, what? Just say, like, if there's anything that's true that they are accusing you, just say your side of the story, man. Just say your side. That's all I want to know.
Sometimes your brain makes you think you certain ways. And John, I think he was.
So what's the point of all that, Sam? Israel, you have done nothing but annoy me for years. You are not trying to help me. You are just trying to bait me. So go fuck yourself. Love and Life 77707. I am reading your comments.
There's the mic. It's nothing.
Well, what would you like to talk about, Love and Life? Yeah, it's your turn. I'm focused on you. Well, that's possible, but Sam. Aha.
No, living life
these are things that I don't know. They laugh at me because I'm so stupid and let them run their games at me. And as I was telling them earlier, I come from a more honest world. People don't do that to each other in my world.
Living life to talk about Bulgaria. It doesn't always channel all the time.
Are you the one who was asking about Bulgarian stone earlier?
He's really loyal to. He's an expatriate of Bulgaria. He's always talking about his home country.
Well, Ross, Okay.
Bulgaria.
Let
From Canada.
Let me focus on Israel and Sam. Ross claims to just lurk there. Israel doesn't speak any truth. The AMBs are like professional liars. The truth and them are strangers. They don't know each other. But now, which dude? Steve Coate, is that Love and Life? Is Steve Coate? You know, this is confusing for me. You know, I live in a world where like the people who use aliases are known by their real names too, mostly.
So, Steve, what are you doing?
Transgenderism is a term that is no longer in common usage. It's completely unacceptable to the medical, to transgender healthcare providers and to the transgender community. I was told that in my writing by one of the board members of the WPATH. Yeah, I've heard of Lemon Farms. I was there for a moment, but they threw me out. That's a fruitcake too. Transgender condition is what the WPATH is recommending that I use.
Let me ask one question about transgenderism just for a second, because I mean, I wanted to ask this because I don't know if too many other people who are transgender in my area. Do almost all transgenderists go through the big snip, or do just some of them do that?
Now, you know, let's let's try not to use such transphobic tropes as the big snip, because it's not, you know, they're not getting their penises cut off; they're getting their penises converted to vaginas.
Yeah, reshaped. Yeah.
They do discard the testicles because there's nothing they can do with those. They can't turn those into ovaries, but they can reform everything, and you know, they can take the glands and turn it into a clit, and they no, it's not a mental issue; it's a physical issue. It was removed.
I do know one male to female transsexual person, and she did have the process done. She is on one of my Facebook Messenger groups. But the question is now with the new genetic material that they're working with and the new stem cell research, do you think in the near future it would be possible, instead of simulating the sexual organs of the person's gender, but rather they could actually biologically grow them in a laboratory and put actual working organs in their place?
This is something that prevents many of us, including myself, from getting any surgery until they can do it. So that it's, you know, I won't. They can't fix my dream body with a neo vagina. So you know, I when I was young, I had dreams of giving birth. Yeah, they can't do that unless they are able to. You know, they're getting close to where they can transplant a uterus in on top of it, but they're only getting close.
Because as I said, the stem cell research that they're doing and gene splicing.
Yeah, they're getting close to be. They're getting close, but they're not there yet. And really, this right now.
That maybe when they get cloning perfected enough that I can actually go ahead and have a clone of me, a little clone, a little Michelle, that I could be the mother of, or who might be able to carry on where I left off. Of course, it would be nice if I could clone me too. Well, I don't know how. I'm to clone you.
The promise that was made to my ancestors was that if we followed the instructions, we would have 1,000 years to live in this life, in the kingdom of heaven, and that's what I'm going for. when I was young, spirit was with me always from the time I was very young, because it's a conscience. It's like, okay, here's a person that makes me want to hurt them, and then spirit's telling you, no, don't do that, or and why? Sam, what's all this about? But there's part. I was another moderator just handled this. Who the hell fuck out? There's only one moderator. I don't even have moderation rights here. Ask Abby Stein if transgender is kosher. There's some resistance to. Actually, there's mostly ignorance among the Orthodox Jews about transgender condition. But the Reform and conservative unions both made declarations of positive declarations of validating the transgender condition and how transgender people would be welcome in the Jewish community. And Joshua Kahn-Arun, I don't know for sure if that rumor about him being in the Ukraine is really true. I've heard that he's really in his mother's basement. Same with Sneasel, is in his mother's basement, unemployed. They're sucking the lockout funding. That's what they're doing. All of them. They're harassing people for fun and profit. Not specifically Bulgarian, but there is problems in Ukraine for transgender people, and Chechnya is downright fucking deadly. I don't know what's happening in Bulgaria. I can find out though, pretty quick.
I don't know much about Bulgaria at all, because Peace lives to talk about Bulgaria a lot. So I don't know how Bulgaria feels about transgender people.
Well, here's a wiki on
sure, every country has transgender people. I'm sure even Israel has transgender people. Okay? Smoking weed with cancer sticks. You gotta eat back a little bit.
No, that was some hash. I have upper respiratory problems. Always have from dust and pollen. And it's a little aggravated this week because of all the dust at the gem show. Smoking tobacco really doesn't help. Smoking weed does. That helps remove the mucus. Now I gotta get some water too.
Yeah, she sounds like my dad. She had the same problem he had. I say he had because my dad used to be living, and he died a couple of years ago from lung cancer.
Well, my heart and lungs are clear. It's allergies from the from where the bronchi split on up into my sinuses is the main problem. I really totally
sick. I got asthma, so it's a little different for me. I have asthma. Yeah, so I do a rescue inhaler.
I do not have COPD, Israel. I've already, I asked my doctor and she said no. So fuck off with that already, will you, you asshole? I'm really tired of you trying to fucking gaslight me every time you make contact with me, motherfucker. If I had any way of blocking you out of my life, I would. And I will certainly be making every effort I can to get your ass locked up for your role in what happened on Saturday.
I've never seen people peace for justice. But then another thing, you couldn't and just never seen it on those videos that people are seeing of them.
Because I don't have POCOPD. I've already been checked out with that for that. Israel, you're going to have to prove it to the investigator. You know, you've been making all these weird calls to me about national security and backup and shit. And Butler is the ringleader of your fucking organization, man. He's committing crimes from a Department of Defense fucking chair that tax dollars are paying for. What happened Saturday is a drain boat showed up at the gem show I was working at and went to the promoter and told the promoter that I was a registered sex offender and they needed to get me off their property. And they called the police, but the police told them, no, that's not a registered sex offender, and wouldn't remove me from the property. So they went to the guy that I was working with, and, well, then you're not the same Israel. Whoever the fuck you are, you're not the same Israel. Thomas Butler, all he can do is call me an unrepentant child molester, statutory rapist. No, if you're not the same guy that's been calling me for years, you're just a new troll. You people are involved in massive amounts of crime. No, I don't know how much of what you brag about is true, but I certainly know that you're doing big time money in 419 letters. He has done nothing but insult me for years. They're doing big time business in 419 letters and phishing scams. Nomads running contraband all over the country that they use to launder their money. And if they're really stupid enough to be talking about it in the clear, they're in contraband trafficking with the Sinaloa cartel. and you call me up all the time, fucking gaslighting me.
That doesn't make any sense. I was looking at the participants.
Nomad's a very sick individual. He's completely spiritually dead, and he's a sick individual. And who's this guy that Michael Osborne that got busted for murder in Joplin, Missouri? Was that what's his name? Grand Marquis thinks that he's Grand Marquis thinks that that's what I told the guy. I said, that's not the same guy. And I think he didn't spell it O-U-R-N-E. He spelled it O-R-N. The guy that got busted. Kinder surprise. Who are you? How many? I can't delete anything. They've got my chat controls just totally fucked off. Yeah, I can't delete a thing. I can't do anything at all about my controls. Martin, you're not somebody who's been around here. You're one of Michelle's viewers, maybe. What the hell is going on here? Oh, well, you Sam, just leave me out of this shit already. I really don't care about anybody else's behavior. If a person's a pedophile, that's their problem. No, I'm not going to go crusading.
To help people with tech issues all the way from across the pond. I mean, I'm in Connecticut and Tommy is not even nearby.
I'm in Arizona. Let's see.
So I don't know how, as far as computer issues go, I don't know how I'd be able to physically help when I'm all the way up in Connecticut area.
Well, let's see what Herbie has to say for himself.
Okay, you mean like with like trying to get rid of people and stuff? Oh, okay. That's easy. You see like the person, if you see the person like you want to check out, for example, like I'm scanning that. I'm just going to use an example. If you click on that person there, you should see three little dimples on the side. Sometimes they move really fast, and you just click on the three dimples, and you can see options like to go to channel, report, block, ban, things like that. So that's how you can get rid of people that are like.
Do it. They're not working. They've somehow, they're just not working. I know what I need to do. I just can't do it because they're not working. I have a friend who shows up sometimes and moderates for me, and he can do it, but I can't. They've got, I don't know how or why it happened. I can't get through to YouTube to get them to fix it. So,
right. What I would do then is for the future. I don't know why you're having a problem. I don't, but I can't block your people anyway. But if you want to have a person help you mod the channel, like somebody can help you, a friend or somebody that you trust can help you mod the channel.
well, there's nobody I really trust that hangs around here much.
Okay.
You know, most of my friends do not want to be exposed to these people. Almost every single one of my friends does not want to be on camera at all. You know, when they call, I walk into another room so that the audience can't hear me. They don't want to be exposed to these people at all.
Well, I can tell you who Skynet is. Skynet is from my channel. People Pieces from my channel. Kinder Surprise 555. I think it's the same thing as Loving Life. I think they're the same people. They're also from my channel. Israel, I have no idea who that is. Joseph Strickland, I have no idea who he is.
I don't know from any of these people.
Our Lebanese cheese are right now. I know who he is, and I don't know who's been on here. I know who he is. So there are some from my channel, and there's some new ones that I have no idea who you are.
I'm not modding any strangers, guys. Don't even, just let that go. I'm not going to mod any of you. I'm not modding anybody I don't know. I've known Joan for 10 years. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any of you. Okay? I've been on the internet 20 years dealing with people like you. Ross Rises Again is just a Kiwi troll trying to get, okay. So that Ross that's here is not the same Ross that's running the server? Is that what you're saying? Are you the same Ross that runs the server? I don't know. I really, he told me to invite people to the server that want an invitation to the server. Okay, well, I don't know anything about this. There were some. I was directed to a Discord server, Tommy Tutor Trolling, and met some people that got in touch with me on the side. And this one person introduced me to the RSS server. So, kind or surprise, what do you want to know?
Kidder Surprise, I can tell you who he is. Just loves to be on camera and loves to take conversations, which is fun if you got like a dead channel or something, or if you're really interested in this stuff. I'm interested in some of this stuff, but in this case, it's up to you. It's your show.
Well,
if you want to have,
if you folks want to take over because I could just sit here and be looking things up while you're talking about it. Right now,
I can actually host something for you. If you want me to get him on the air, let me know. I'll call him on my Skype, and you can talk to him through my Skype.
Who's that?
I'm talking about the guy that called Living Large, aka let's call himself the Kinder Spurs 666. Because I have him on my Skype. If you want me to get him in Skype, I can get him on my Skype and he can Skype you. I've been doing this for over a year now, so I've got a pretty good setup here. As you mentioned with the documentary.
I'm getting overwhelmed here. This is just more.
Not me. I just get you on. I'll go in the Skype and put you on.
This is just more than I can deal with, kids. Sorry. It's not my reality. It gets me sick to my stomach to be even thinking about these things.
People be so bad. It's just that he likes the monopolist conversation. That's what reason I'm saying this is really up to you. It's your show. I mean, like on Sundays, I put him on my show because I was usually pretty quiet on Sunday. But again, this is your show, and you have the right to call the shots here.
Well, I started the camera with the idea I'd hang around and see who showed up. And to be honest, I don't know what to say. It's just too much for me. I had my focus was on the Gem Show this week, and these people just went out of their way to ruin that for me. And now they're swarming my channel. So I really don't.
By the way, if you ever want to be on my show, I know you said you couldn't do Friday.
Well, I can't until next week. I
want to do every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at 2 p.m.
What I might consider doing is tuning in live from the Gem Show. That's the
show. I'm kind of doing it now. Most of you see in the chat. Well, she didn't say to call you. If I call you, it's gonna end up on the channel, and if Tommy doesn't want you on, then I'm gonna have to disconnect from being on the chat with Tommy because it would be rude to do that without Tommy's blessing.
I don't know what. I'm totally confused. So are you talking to somebody?
Yeah, I'm talking to a person called Kinder Surprise 555.
And what do they want to do?
They want me to call them on my Skype so that they can join us in spoken chat, which I would be hosting on my channel, so you would just be listening.
Okay.
But you can speak to them too, like I'm telling you.
What do they want to talk about?
Okay, you want me to do it? I'll do it.
Well, no, I mean, what did they want to talk about?
Yeah, that's a good question. People, peace. What is it you want to talk about? remember, it's getting kind of late. It's already 11:40 in Tommy's time zone, I think. You're in Tucson, right?
10:41.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm sure you don't want to spend the next hour talking about socialist party and all that, but that's just it.
I'm starting. This is starting to get way too confusing for me, and I think I want to terminate this show. I've been going on for a couple hours now, and
great, understandable. Anyway, before we go though, and I will let you go, is if you want to be on my show, even as a passive observer, the show times are as follows. There's only one show time. There's 4 days. It's the same time all 4 days. And the show starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and that's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. UK time, and now it's 3 in the morning in Australia time. So you can catch my show on that day. And we keep the replays around so you can watch them. So if you don't get a chance to watch it later, you can always watch the replays and check out my channel. I'm posting, and they say here from my channel for everybody to see it. So you can see it. Hold on, let me just send a bunch of Discord doesn't work here. www.youtube.com user. I see it's really for. Of course, my regulars can tell you the same thing.
Okay, well,
and,
it was nice.
It was good having me on your show.
It was good to meet you. I enjoyed our conversation, but I think I need to kill it right here. So, thanks for joining me, and I'll come to your channel sometime soon.
All right.
So happy day. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye, everybody.
I'm not ready to kill this yet. I want to focus on a few things of my own. I want to get a few things straight for anybody who is truly interested in interdicting the kiwi farms and another message board. There is, Ross, over here. I'm on your server, Ross. Who else wanted to say something about any of that stuff? I don't use Skype. So what's Skynet's problem? Okay. Am I still live? Yeah, I'm still live. I guess we're getting Ross on audio chat. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I'm really weary from this shit, and I got a lot of work to do that I'm not getting done. I hadn't even taken out the trash. Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't look. Well, I don't know how to do that. Just click general. Okay. I'm in general. Into audio chat. I'm at RSS server tag general. So I what do I need to do? Where is it? Oh, I have the mic muted. How about if I unmute the mic? Allow Discord access to the microphone. Now you've got microphone. Click general voice chat. I don't see anything that says general voice chat. I don't see anything that says that. Voice channel. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Bam.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hello. We're here.
Alrighty. So, what's been going on?
Well, you've seen it. I was removed from the Gem Show on the basis of a false report that was delivered to the show promoter by somebody who received that information from the Kiwi Farms.
Alright. Yeah.
Now the
So
police.
the thing is, don't listen to people because here's the thing, right? Is that I don't really like Kiwi Farms at all. I think it's an A-log website, and it's just basically just pretty much just a waste of space.
Yeah, it's dangerous though. Also, it's caused a lot of harm. It cost me and my
Wait,
client.
what?
They've caused a lot of harm to a lot of people. They just cost me and my.
I know it caused suicide. It caused
There
just
were,
all the most harm that it did to people. It caused people to commit suicide. I mean, that's fucked up.
It cost me and my client at least $100,000 in lost sales.
Yeah, here's the thing though, is that Joshua Connor Moon says he thinks. Here's the thing. He says that nobody is better than anybody else, and he doesn't think that he's better than anybody else. That's bullshit. And the thing is, if it wasn't bullshit, then why the fuck did Joshua Connor Moon locked the threads on anybody who ever made fun of him. And some other guy said that Joshua Connor Moon doesn't censor people. Well, actually, sorry to bear the news, but if you have to lock your own thread on your own unbiased, quote unquote unbiased TV Farms lolcow website,
those people could not survive on a level playing field.
no, they suck fucking Josh's nuts.
They're not intellectually competent to confront anybody on a
Oh, no,
level playing field.
They literally suck on Josh's dick. I mean, that's what they are.
Fucking perverts.
Oh, here's the thing. You know the high school bully or something like that. The average high school bully.
They are is overgrown high school bullies.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is that the high school bullies are making fun of the other students, and the thing is that it's only because deep down inside they're insecure little bitches that pretty much are worse than they are.
Well,
so they have to make fun of that person and belittle them.
The thing with the kiwi farmers that seems is that they tend to go after independent artists who don't have enough money to defend themselves from that kind of attack. And they're doing it because they're jealous. They hate themselves. They're totally useless life forms that barely qualify as human. And they're jealous of my abilities, my experience, my the respect and admiration that I get in public, and they're doing whatever they can to project their own deviance on me, to convince them to completely discredit my presence and get me to feel the same self-loathing for myself that they have for themselves, that they're projecting on me in denial. It's fucking pimply-faced kids in their mother's basements.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Joshua Connor is the example of.
I'm overweight, but fat shaming. I mean, what the fuck? Fat shaming someone? I'm not even what's classified as morbidly obese. Fat shaming anybody? Come on.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is that Joshua Connor Moon can fat shame anybody, but the thing is that he is a fat fuck himself.
The porky-faced kid. And it is with him. It's Sneasel. Do you know what Sneasel looks like? Has anybody actually seen Sneasel?
I mean, there are so many Kiwi Farms members that suck Joshua Connor's names nuts that I really don't know the names of every one of them.
Yawning Sneasel and one called Goop Choi. These two millennial turkeys. These people are the ones that are running the game hardest on me. There's another character by the name of Big Todd that seems to be stalking me pretty closely too.
Yeah.
I don't study the Kiwi Farm, so I look at my thread now and then, and if somebody contacts me, I'll look at their thread, and that's it. I have no idea what the fuck else is going on in this place.
I kind of study it for research purposes because I want to know what I'm up against, because people made a thread on me and it has 150 pages.
Only 150 pages. Shit, I think mine's up to 700. Well, the main thread's up to 700. I mean, I'm I'm probably their number 3.
You have your own section, which if they spend all day obsessing over you, then that's really sad.
Tell me about it. Sneasel is spending more time than online dealing with things about me than I spend on time online dealing with these things.
Oh, wait, I want to say something real quick. Hey, Josh, fat boy, I know you're fucking watching this. How long is it going to take until you're going to be deported from Ukraine back to the United States? It's going to really suck for you, considering that all your child porn is going to be taken away, huh?
I really don't think he's actually in the Ukraine.
I think that's just bullshit. He's in his mother's basement in Virginia.
Yeah.
He called me. You know, do you think he did that stream on me in September, October, whatever the fuck it was? He called me from a Virginia cell phone. It wasn't an overseas call that I got from him.
Oh yeah, Joshua. Hey, he thinks he's so slick, but he sounds like an incel on Mike.
He's just a child with some really stupid ideas, and you know, he's white nationalist, and want to be Hitler.
You want to know what his favorite hero is, and you know, it's with all these A-log fuckwads. Is Mr. Memphis is like probably what is like Joshua Connor Moon's greatest hero. He has like a poster of him, even though they don't sell posters of him. He still like probably printed it from his like from his dollar store printer or something, and like prays to him every day.
No,
you know, put
it, I don't know what Israel's trying to tell me, that you're not Ross, that you're a Kiwi troll.
How am I not Ross? Dude, my voice is coming through the fucking mic, dude. How is that not Ross?
I don't know.
Am I a voice actor?
Well, I don't. He's saying that you're impersonating Ross.
Oh no. My name is definitely not. My name is, dude. Basically, my name is not Ross, guys. Come on. I mean, dude. I'm actually Jim Carrey, and I voice Ross. So like, yeah. My name is Jim Carrey. I voice Ross. I pretend to be him every day and obsess over him because I'm from Kiwi Farm. Like, come on, dude. Like, you can't possibly believe that I'm not really Ross after, you know, like.
I don't know what to believe. It doesn't really. It really doesn't matter to me. If you're polite and making sense, I'm cool. I don't care. It doesn't matter if you're being an asshole.
I mean, I was kind of being sarcastic, but you know.
I really, you know, like, I've been on the internet now for over 20 years, and I live.
I mean, you can tell who's real and who's not. I mean,
well, Israel. This doesn't matter to me what this is. I'm me. I'm doing my thing, and
you're not really telling me. You know why? Because this is a real sock account. This is a sock account, so therefore you're not really telling me. Obviously, like it's just computer-aided AI, obviously.
This is me.
It's just programming, guys. I mean,
yeah.
We're just fakes of each other, obviously.
You know, there's just so much dishonesty on the web. You know, I come from an honest world. You know, and
I mean, I'm against Kiwi Farms like for a long time. So.
How long?
Yeah, like.
How long? How long have you been like jousting with them?
Yeah, I've been. I mean, not as long as you, because like, you know, like the thing is, I still have been against like Kiwi Farms ever since 2017, when like, you know.
Okay, well they got.
When like that one fat boy, A-Log, that new member decided to become like.
Oh, they got in my shit in March of 2016.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though, is that, like, Joshua Connor Moon's just a punk that has no life experience, never got laid. Okay, you want to know the worst of Josh? Well, if you know the worst of Josh?
Go ahead.
Is that this guy literally fucking, like, I mean, like, he has no room to talk when he goes on Blockland forums every day and threatens to, like, slice out a little girl's vagina. Like, it's just fucked.
Do what?
Yeah, like, Joshua Connor Moon literally did that.
You know,
mean, you want the link to the Encyclopedia Dramatica?
No, no. This is just all. It's just so much. These are areas of thought that I never ventured into.
I mean, it comes with screen caps.
You know, I never like considered all these things about sex with children that these people were considering all the time and attributing to me. It's just really, really distressing. This is shit that just never even crossed my mind before these people started saying that was what I was about.
Tardraper wanted to talk to you, actually, or John Holiday, or whatever his name is. Like,
it's just like, you know, here's this extra duck sauce. This is a Goop Choi asshole. He posted when I went online. Tom is manic and retarded right now. I haven't been anywhere near manic since I got on HRT.
The only reason why I sound so lucid right now is because I got off my antipsychotics for the first time.
How long have you been on antipsychotics?
A year or two, but now I'm off it, so I sound more lucid. So
I fought with them for 40 years over my right to use marijuana as the mood stabler and antipsychotic, because everything else they gave me was always like messing me up. I'd get a fine hand tremor from the lithium and couldn't really do my thing.
Yeah.
And
you know that guy that you heard from the call that was other than me?
Do what?
Like the other guy?
What other guy?
You know, like whatever Israel sent you?
Did Israel send me something? I didn't see him send anything.
Oh, yeah. Who sent you the call that was at the beginning of the stream day? Well, pretty much, you know, call window that you saw.
I didn't understand that at all.
It's like that. There's that one guy called Steve Coate. He's a fucking stalker, you know.
Somebody said something about Steve. He said that you were Steve Coate. Was he trying to say that you were the Steve Coate guy?
No, not really. But he was like trying to say that, like, you know, fucking like. Here's the thing, right? Is the reason why people like are fucking going after me is because I've been pretty much admitted to being like a pedophile, even though in reality I never had a criminal record once, like on anything really.
Pedophiles don't necessarily.
Because I never did anything.
Well, this is my understanding of pedophiles is that most of them don't do anything more than purchase child porn, and they're not the ones causing the harm to the children.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right?
Child porn that causes the harm to the children.
Now, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though, is that I pretty much, what I do is, like, I defend those who do not rape children, who do not watch child porn. You know, if you haven't done any of those two things, then, like, you're good with me, whether if you're a pedo or not. I mean, if you haven't like, done anything.
I have a relative who is exactly like that. He reports child porn when he runs across it. He saved 2 children from harm. One of them he fished out of the drink that fell in the water, and one of them he saved from a rapist in a park.
So he's a pedophile that saved children.
Exactly. and he reports pedophilia.
See, there you go.
He reports
That's actually the
child
perfect
pornography.
case for
It's
virtuous
something
pedophilia.
it's something that he's terribly ashamed of. It's a compulsion in him that he has no control over. He's sexually aroused by children, but he knows that it's wrong.
So am I. Yeah.
He knows
But here's
it's
the
wrong.
thing,
He
though.
would never, ever consider actually harming a child. And from what I understand, the majority of pedophiles are that way.
Like, here's the thing. I have never considered harming a child. I mean, there were moments where I got angry and I said that I would kick a little girl, but after that, like, after I was done with the call, I was like, what the fuck did I just say, you know? Like, I wish I never said that.
That's called conscience. You know, everybody has, you know, what we call evil inclinations in Kabbalah. They call it the Eitzahara of the other side, the evil inclinations. We all have, you know, it's the devil and the angel. And it's about discerning between what's right and wrong. And just because we have a wrong thought, if we understand that it's a wrong thought and don't manifest that thought into action, it's not a bad thing to have the thought, as long as you don't manifest that bad thought into bad action.
Yeah, here's the thing: the devil inside, like, you know, everybody has a devil inside, pretty much.
It's a big universe.
Everybody does.
There's a lot of voices out there trying to communicate with you, trying to express their thoughts, to express their telepathically. Help you, and some of them are trying to hurt you, and it's up to you and only you to decide what to listen to, what to respond to, what to act on. And
I don't act on anything, and you know.
Well, that's the thing, and
you know,
it takes a lot of courage to publicly admit
that's what keeps me sleeping at night, really.
Like it is today.
What?
I said it takes a lot of courage to admit in public that you're a pedophile when you consider the internet environment the way it is today, with the shame and blame game and the Impression Olympics everybody's playing.
Yeah, and like, I mean, like, Jesus, we're getting, like, way too philosophical, but, you know, at the same time, it's true, you know?
Well, let's see what kind of reaction. Oh boy, it's fucking cold.
I'm 21 years old. People are saying I'm young, but, you know.
Well, 21's pretty
I'm
young.
not really young.
21's pretty young.
What?
21 is pretty young. You ain't.
I mean, are you one of those people that say that I have the rest of my life ahead of me? Or?
Say what? I'm saying that 21, you're still young, dumb, and full of cum. You got a lot to experience before, you know. I mean, I'm not saying you're stupid, and you seem to.
Yeah. Oh no, I did a bunch of dumb things, like saying I wanted to kick a child, and you know, like saying like violent stuff when I didn't really mean it, you know.
We all do dumb things, you know, but 21.
Yeah, I just
Well, Aldous Huxley.
I just one of my friends, Kenny Jones and John Holiday, know that I'm talking with you. They're real nice guys.
Okay.
So.
Well, here's Aldous Huxley.
But yeah, you know, I'm so loco, you know, whatever.